Hello and welcome to another quick little video on how to build authority. So I'm going to handle this one a little bit different. What I want to do is I want to kind of work through a few different steps that you can use and leverage to build your own authority and how to be seen as an authority in the marketplace. So this will be more of like a lesson structure working through different things. So the first thing we're going to look at is setting up your accounts, then optimizing your accounts, ignore the rest of the writing there, creating awareness, how to build a free product, how to build your audience, and then how to get testimonials and these raving reviews. So it's more of like a lesson structure with what would be considered as modules, but kind of in like a bit of a condensed fashion, so that we don't have to go through too much, but still enough in a way to make this valuable for you. So what I quickly want to go over and let you guys know is if you want me to go into these topics specifically more in depth, I will probably do that at a later stage, and it will probably be in a course format where I can break each and every single individual step down and then just build upon that, right? So the first thing first, right? So you have decided what you want to do. You have got some skills, or you don't have any skills and you're in the process of building those skills. And if you do have skills, you're probably in the process of honing those skills. And you're also in the process of acquiring some new things, right? How to teach, how to edit, how to set up different social media accounts, and so on and so forth. So as we start to build our product out, we're going to need some accounts. And as we start to film content and give value, we're going to need to put this value somewhere. So where do we put this value? And it's quite simple, right? So anything to do in the social media space for now, I would say. So let's have a look at a few of these. So the first one that everyone knows is Facebook, right? We can set up a Facebook account. This will allow you to set up a personal page. Maybe you already have a Facebook account. If you want to keep it separate to your actual personal page, you can create like another page for yourself. And on that page, you can have your personal page, you can have a Facebook group, you can also have a business page, right? So you have three places to kind of drive traffic to and from. So we have Facebook, LinkedIn, okay, I'm just going to put an L for that. We have X, okay, we have Instagram, we have TikTok, which is very, very popular at the moment, okay? So TikTok allows you to create that short form video content that goes viral, and you can learn performance creatives and so on and so forth and really blow up on the internet. And we also have a new player in the space, right? So we have school, but we'll get into school more in the community section. So what we are building out now is we're building out our ecosystem, right? Our authority ecosystem. Let's put some squares around these. Okay. And put some squares around these. Sorry guys, this is not going to be perfect, but I'm going to do my best over here, and then we're going to see if we can just kind of like separate these, right? So let's move this a little bit here, and then okay, we'll fix that now. Okay, another one. Okay, boom, and then this one here. Okay, so there we go. Let's center that a little bit. So guys, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be driving this, okay, traffic here. Okay, so what we essentially we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating content every single day, okay? And with this daily content, we're going to be putting it all these places, okay? So we're going to be putting it into Facebook, we're going to be putting it into LinkedIn, in pretty much like a copy and paste setting, right? So we're going to be driving traffic to all these different places, and we're going to be saying, hey guys, this is who I am, this is the problem I solve, this is how I can help you, and so on and so forth. In the process of you learning new things and learning new skills, I'm just going to pop my phone on silent. In the process of you learning new skills, every single day that you learn something new, what I want you to do is I want you to go and create a small mini lesson on that, right? So you're going to pop out your phone and you're going to say, hey, my name is, and whatever your name is, today I learned XYZ. This is how it helps me, and this is how I think it can help you. And then you're going to go post it on these platforms, right? You can do this in the form of a video. You can do this in the form of like a actual like blog style kind of like post thing. If you want, you can go and you can write like a little caption, and you can do cool designs if you want. I recommend using Canva for that. And yeah, man, like try and make it as authentic as possible. Don't worry at this stage too much on editing and making it look cool. And you see all these videos with all these captions and so on and so forth, right? We will get to that eventually. What you want to do is you want to form the habit of starting, right? You want to get into the habit of doing something on a daily basis, getting comfortable in front of a camera, getting comfortable talking to people, getting comfortable teaching your skill. That's what we're aiming for. And on those posts, you want to kind of say to the people over there, hey, if you like what I said, you know, I've got this really cool community. And if you like what I said over here in these videos, I want you to come and give me a follow, right? I want you to come and join my community, where I will be providing you with more value, and on a daily basis I will come, and this is where I post and I help people with this problem. And if you like what I have to say, cool, this is what you can do. And the second, or let's say the third layer of this, we're going to have our email list. Let's put a nice little block around this. So everyone who joins your community will join your email list, right? Because you're going to give them some free content, and you're going to say, hey, if you would like to join my community, okay, please join this email list over here. Okay, boom. All of these will be funneled here, okay, or to your community. And then you will say, hey, in order to join this community, give me your email address, and you can have access, right? So then also in your email list, whoever joins your email list and doesn't join your community, you'll be able to kind of tell those people, hey, you joined my email list, okay, you got my free training or my free whatever. We'll get into that a bit later. And if you like this, you can go follow me here on these platforms. Now, when looking at community is a very strong thing. This used to be handled and done by Facebook, but now there's a new player in this space, and they're very, very interesting. There's this guy called Steve Ovens and Alex Hormozy. So Steve Ovens used to be the owner of, founder and CEO of consulting.com, and he sold it and he went all in on this community-based thing that he's building, platform called School. Okay, so School is very, very community-based. And Alex Hormozy decided that he's going to invest in this. I think it's because of the new artificial intelligence revolution. Communities are artificial intelligence proof, right? AI cannot replace community. AI cannot self-develop for you. AI cannot eat healthy for you. AI cannot, like just clean your house for you. Not at this point in time, right? So there's a few things that we have to do ourselves. It cannot socialize on your behalf. You have to socialize on your behalf. And as artificial intelligence becomes more of a thing and it starts replacing a lot of jobs out there, people are going to try and seek out more communities. And this is where the strength of School comes in. So let's see if we can go over here. So School is SK, and that's an abbreviation for school like this. Okay, so SKOOL. And School allows you to build a community around anything. You can teach people how to fix a car, how to clean a house, how to organize their desk, how to feng shui their home, how to raise your kids, how to have a successful marriage, how to do all of this stuff, right? And you can do it in kind of like a two-tier thing. We will get into that maybe in optimizing accounts or in one of the other modules down below, but I will definitely touch on this a bit more, and I'll tell you how you can kind of optimize your School community for success as well, right? But what you want to do is you want to create some content, and you want to say to these people, hey, if they're joining you on Facebook or whatever, right? You used to have Facebook communities, Facebook groups. If you want, you can still create one of those things. Another one that I would say is Rumble, man. Another one is Rumble. Okay, so hey guys, trust me, if you're talking about like some topics that you're not allowed to chat on nowadays, okay, I would definitely, like let's say in self-development or whatever, there are some topics that the YouTube algorithm does not like. There are some things that get banned and get you called a misogynist and so on and so forth. I'm not telling you to not post at all on YouTube. Another one over here that I forgot was YouTube. Okay, we've got Rumble, and then we have just gonna make a Y and a T over here for YouTube. Okay guys, there's certain things that you'll post on these platforms that the algorithm will not like and flag you for, and that can get you into a lot of trouble. So for having opinions, everyone's allowed to have opinions, except some people. Don't want to get too much into it, don't want to get too controversial and stuff, but Rumble is one of those that kind of like champion free speech, and which is nice, right? So if you want to kind of protect yourself, I would say looking at creating a Rumble account as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different places that we can be posting, okay, and setting up, right? So you want to set up all of these accounts. You want to make sure that you've got a TikTok account. If you don't want a TikTok account, not the end of the world. You want to set yourself up a Facebook account. If you don't have Facebook, that's okay. I know people who just have an Instagram account and are doing the same thing, and it just works for them and whatever. So whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you feel good with, you can create. LinkedIn is good if you want to do business. You want to meet people. You're selling coaching services, business services. Maybe you're teaching people how to sell or generate leads or whatever, right? And then you want to create your content, you want to post it on these platforms, and you want to say, hey, if you like what I have to say, please go give me a follow over here, and you'll send those people a message and you'll say, hey, please join my community. And when you have your community, you can be like, hey, to get access to this community, please join my email list. Or if you're just going to tell people, hey, if you like what I have to say, here's this free product that I have. And that's another thing that you can do, right? But it will kind of go like free content, and then you'll like kind of point people to a landing page, and you'll say, hey, I've got this free product over here. If you would like access to this free product, yes, like please put in your email, and then you direct them to another page, and they will kind of like either download it, and you'll send it to them in an email and say, hey, you followed me from a YouTube video. Here's all my other socials. You can go follow it if you missed it. And yes, where you can download your resource and whatever, and you can point them back to your community. Your email list will always most likely have more people on it, right? So your email list can have like, let's say, I don't know, realistically speaking, some have got a lot, right? So let's say you're just starting and your email list has got like 10K people, and your community has only got like, 1K. Okay, you have 1,000 people in your community and you have 10,000 people on your email list. This is great. An email list is great because you can always monetize that. You can send out an email and say, hey guys, I'm looking for a software developer that can help me, create a new SaaS product that I've got an idea for. Please let me know, if you know anyone, and you can have like 20 applications that exact same day. So it makes hiring a team a lot easier, and also it makes monetizing these people a lot easier, right? And then in your community is important because it's a lot easier to like monetize 1,000 people or 100 people. It's a lot easier to monetize 100 people who fuck with you than 1,000 people who are just there to see your shit, right? So community, really, really important, very, very strong. You do not need a community of 1,000 people to have a 7-figure business. You do not need a gargantuan following of people to have a 7-figure or 8-figure business. I know people out there who do this with no following, right? There are tons of people, tons of businesses out there. But this is kind of like what you want to do, right? And when they're in your community, you can then upsell them. You can upsell the people inside of your community. But I guess we can kind of say that would be an optimization to your account, right? Which leads me to the next section. Let's move on. Optimizing accounts. So guys, I'm gonna just leave that off screen for now. Okay, so when we optimize our accounts, let's say we have an Instagram account or a Facebook, LinkedIn, doesn't matter what account, right? We're going to always start like with an I help statement out of the thing, or hey, do you have this pain point? And then we're going to kind of have like two things where we can point people towards, right? That's what we really want to do. So we want to have a professional looking photo, please, where you're looking, face forward. People want to see your face. No funny gang signs and like hey or like hey, like no, none of that shit, right? You want to be professional. You're selling a professional service. You want people to be able to trust you. People do judge you based on looks. It's one of the things that people just do. There's no getting away or around that. This is normal human behavior, and there's tons of studies. There's a guy called Robert Cialdini who wrote a book called Influence, and he spoke about it there, right? There's tons and tons and tons of examples of how people will judge you according to how you look. So look good, okay? Look presentable. And people will then just automatically judge you and say, hey, this guy looks good, so he must be more intelligent, he must be stronger, he must be taller, and he probably smells really great, he probably has awesome products to offer me, and then people just trust you more. So when you optimize your account, please, professional looking photo, and then in your description, you want to keep it nice and brief. You just want to hit, and that brings me over here, you want to hit on a pain point, right? Or you want to start with your help statement. Okay, so what I've written down here is, are you sick of? And then what is your target audience sick of? Are you struggling with? What are they struggling with, right? You should know this from research, to kind of help you identify that, right? I've written this I help statement again. I've said this in a previous video, but here it is again, right? So I help, who do you help? Overcome point A, which is the pain point, and achieve point B, which is the dream outcome, without having to, and then your enemies, and then through my, and then what type of system. So your enemies are enemies of your offer, right? Obstacles or challenges that could impede on your success of your entrepreneurial service. And what I've put down here is, you can have financial downturns, you can have limited access to funding, you can have a talent shortage, so on and so forth, right? So for example, if you help entrepreneurs, I help entrepreneurs overcome, competitive environment and achieve, the financial success that they've always wanted without having to spend tens of thousands of dollars on hiring a business coach. And I do this through my, 5-pillar method on how to, overcome competitive fear, for example, right? You can tweak that as you wish. It works with any niche, really, but what you want to do is you want to identify your niche. And the more you can niche down your niche, you can get more clear on your niche, the more money you'll make and the better your offer will be, right? This is called offer reinforcement. And once you've kind of worked out your I help statement, you can make it shorter, and you can say, hey, I help these people achieve this result. That's it, right? So I help entrepreneurs get over competitive fear, or I help entrepreneurs establish, or aspiring entrepreneurs establish a new startup, right? And then that's what you can do. And then you want to essentially, what I like to do is point people to two places, right? So you want to say, the first thing is, hire us to do this thing that you have a problem with. And then you want to direct them to a website, a funnel, a calendar link. Okay. And then the second thing is, you want to say, learn how to do this yourself. Okay. Go here. And then again, to your website, your funnel, or your calendar link, whatever, right? And people can set up a call, and you can kind of identify if they are, right fit for your business. And then you want to take them through the process, and you want to listen to them, and you want to close them, right? So this is appointment setting and appointment closing. And that will happen in these two places, right? So after you start building authority, people are going to be interested in what you do, right? So they're going to go here, and they're going to say, hey, this guy's pretty cool, let me go see. And you're going to have like a little website, okay? Your community will be hosted on your website, or hosted on a school's platform, or whatever. And over there, you're going to say, hey, this is what I do. And optimizing school for success. Let's see, okay, we're going to, let's leave it a bit more. let's leave it for when we build a free product, okay? Let's just carry on focusing on optimizing our accounts for now. So that's what we want to do. You want to do this on your Facebook account. You want to do this on your YouTube account. You want to at least have a link towards a community or whatever. You want to have a place where you can send people. You want to start farming an email list. You want to start building a community, right? And you want to have a place where you can point people to, okay? And you want to be as clear as possible. So this is how we can optimize our accounts and really make sure that we are clear with our target audience, and so that they know exactly what it is you do, right? Because it doesn't help. They come to your page and they don't understand. You can't be a guy who tries to solve 10 different problems. Like, pick one problem, try and solve one problem. One problem can have multiple pillars. Entrepreneurship can have mindset. You can talk about mindset. You can talk about building your following. You can talk about building awareness. You can talk about building a community. You can talk about optimizing your account. You can talk about how to structure your finances. You can talk about great business investments, whatever, right? So pick one thing and then kind of niche it down. If you pick the entrepreneurial space, instead of being so general, you can be like, hey, this is what I do. Like, I help entrepreneurs establish a startup to get them from 0 to 10K in the first year, or you can have your money back, right? So that's kind of what you want to do. So I help, and then you'll be like, hey, people, I help aspiring entrepreneurs, overcome the hassle of learning how to do everything yourself and achieve, their first 10K per month within a year without having to hire business coaches or spend, $20,000 on a course through my 5-pillar method of how to build a business, right? Or how to build a startup. That would be pretty good over there. And again, so part of optimizing your accounts is just remember to have that email list. You want to make sure that these things communicate with each other, right? That's how we really optimize. We want to make sure that when we send our people to our community, that that it's a seamless process for them. And another way in which you can optimize this process is when you send them to your email list, right? So they'll put in their email to get access to their free product. You want to have some testimonials. Okay, so you want to take away as many, optimizing your accounts is about taking away as many objections as possible, right? You want to convince people. People need to be convinced about who you are and what you do before they even purchase your product. So for now, there's a lot more that we can say, but for now, let's move on. Okay, so creating awareness. How do we create awareness? Well, let's see what I have over here. So at the bottom here, I've made a bit of a note for you guys. You want to, first off, seek groups, okay? Let's do blue again. Okay, so creating awareness is about getting your name out there, okay? So the more awareness you have, you want to create as much awareness as possible so that you can start inflowing audience. If you want to inflow your audience, you need to outflow awareness, okay? So okay, you want to outflow. Yeah, can do a bit of a better job there, right? You want to outflow awareness to inflow audience. But how do you outflow awareness, right? How do we create awareness in the digital space? So what we're going to do is we're going to go out and we're going to seek. Okay, maybe we can do that in black. Yeah, there we go. At least it kind of draws the square for me because that was a horrible square. Anyway, my art is getting better. So let's go back over here. Okay, so we want to seek out groups. Okay, and these can be Facebook groups, Instagram groups, like anything in a circle that people have, other communities. We can join free communities, okay? On school, Okay, this is a good one. We can see other communities on school. We can go and try and add value there to people who have specific problems. We want to look at Reddit. Okay, you want to go onto Reddit post, you want to spend some time there, you want to spend some time on Instagram, you want to spend some time on YouTube. Okay, you want to look for people on YouTube in the comment section, you want to go and see what kind of problems they have. You want to spend some time on LinkedIn, you want to go look at blogs. Okay, so you're going to sit with a pen and paper, okay, and you're going to write some of these things down, okay, and you're going to see where you can find people, remember your niche, okay, so who you're helping, what pain points are you helping them overcome, and you're going to kind of look for groups that are talking about that specific problem, right? So maybe you're teaching people how to improve their sleep, so you're going to go on some sleep threads and sleep groups, and you're going to look at some YouTube videos on how to sleep effectively, and you're going to go onto Reddit and see what they have to say there, and you're going to look for a free school community and see if it says anything about sleep. Then you're going to go on LinkedIn and you're going to see how do business people optimize their sleep patterns. You're going to look for articles and some blogs, so from like Forbes or whatever. You're going to follow these places on LinkedIn and wherever you can, and you're going to start looking at the comment sections, and you're going to start offering as much advice as possible, right? So by this time, you should at least have something that you are selling. If you are selling, how to sleep better, or how to eat better, or how to optimize your diet for success, or, how to create the perfect workout routine, or how to sell, or how to get leads, or whatever it is, right? How to feng shui your home, how to clean your house effectively and save time, how to spend time with your at work, how to start a business and at the same time not neglect your spouse and your kids. That's a problem. That's a big problem that a lot of entrepreneurs have. And if you can solve that, you'll make a lot of money. But what you essentially want to do is you start looking out for threads, okay, of people talking about the problem you are solving, okay. Okay, so you want to look at threads talking about the problem that you're solving. And then you want to start offering as much advice as possible. So you want to give your best advice that offers a solution to that particular problem, right? And I've written some extra notes down here. So first off, in brackets, we can see that this is a strong future income producing activity, okay? So in a previous video, we've spoken about optimizing your day and where you want to spend most of your day, right? So you want to spend your day in 3 places. You've got income producing, future, and then income, that's a U-R-E. There we go. Producing, and then you have non-income producing. Okay, so in case you haven't seen the video, you've got 3 places where you want to spend your time. All of this will be color-coded to something different. So let's say our colors are green and blue and red, right? And you want to spend, let me just get another color over here. Okay, let's go to black. Okay, so you want to spend at least 80% of your time over here, okay? In the beginning, you're not going to be able to. You're going to have to spend a lot of your time at future income producing activities, right? You want to spend 15% here, and you want to spend 5% here. Non-income producing activities, shit like Netflix, surfing, spending time on the For You page, administrative tasks, cooking, shopping, spending time with friends, drinking, whatever, right? Anything that takes away from your ability to either create a future income producing task or an income producing task. Essentially you're going to get to a point like this, which I've covered in another video. Again, if you haven't seen it, you're going to have a funnel where you're going to outflow awareness, okay, start inflowing audience, okay, down this funnel to the point where you get some cash, okay. So when you are able to build a funnel with enough awareness, you're going to spend a lot of your time over here at the bottom, and you're going to work yourself up. That's when you're going to spend 80% of your time. Okay, that's when it's income producing, because you're going to be servicing the people who are already interested and you're going to be closing them. Then you're going to go up here to the people who are like mildly interested, or you're going to start presenting to them. You're going to have another category at the bottom, presenting to. Okay, so people who are ready to be presented to, people who are just interested, and then just awareness again. Okay, so that's how you're going to kind of structure your day. But in the beginning, you're going to spend a lot of your time on the future income producing activities, which is this one over here. That's how we create awareness. In the beginning, you don't have money. Okay, you've got time. So you have two things when starting out a new business. Okay, so when you start a new business, you have two things. It's time and money. When you don't have money, you have time. Okay, and that's where we're going to be spending our time. So we're going to be using this very, very valuable currency. It's one thing to ask people for money, but it's another thing to ask them for their time, right? That's how valuable time is. Everyone has the same 24 hours. Even rich people, wealthy people have the same 24 hours in a day. And we all have three things: time, energy, and attention. They just spend those three things much more differently than the lower cross section of society. So in the beginning, we have time, and we're going to allocate our time over here. Okay, so our time is going to equal future income producing activities. And this is going to be kind of like flipped, right? So we're going to have like let's do it in another color so we don't get confused over here. But we're going to have, in the beginning, we're going to have 80% here and 15% here, right? So future income producing activities, what does this look like? Okay, so we're going to seek out these groups, okay? And we're going to start providing as much professional advice as what we can, right? Our best advice, our best expertise upon what it is we are learning. So we're going to learn our skills and we're going to hone them. And then we're going to go and we're going to look for people who need specific answers. So personal answers to specific people is seen as extremely, extremely valuable, right? So for example, you meet a guy on social media, his name is Freddie. You say to him, hey, Freddie, here's the answer to your thing, and this is how I think you can apply it. This is how I've applied it. Please let me know if it helps you, right? So that's extremely, extremely valuable because it's kind of niche. You're using the guy's name. You're saying, hey, like walk through these steps. This is what helps you. If you need any other help, please reach out to me. I'll hop in a call with you and I'll give you some extra free value, right? So you're just outflowing as much value as possible. Then you have the second tier, which is like general answers. Like these are not seen as valuable as personal answers, but they're still seen as pretty valuable, right? Because other people will come and they'll see it, right? You're not saying anyone's name. You're just saying, hey guys, if you've got this problem, this is what I suggest, right? Some people might not have that problem and they'll skim over it. Some people might come and see that as valuable and then they'll use it, right? So it's still pretty valuable because it still has the ability to inflow audience. And then guys, you need to remember that you need to give your best knowledge away for free and hold nothing back, right? Do not censor yourself. Do not censor yourself at all. Please do not hold back. Don't pull any punches. Don't just give as much. Give to the point that you're uncomfortable giving, right? And get used to that. You need to give out so much value that you must be like, damn, man, like I just don't want to give this value out, right? So that's my best advice on how to give the best advice. So that's my experience on how to give the best advice to people, right? I've built my network, and I've got a pretty strong network of very wealthy and influential people around the globe. And I've got a very good, strong Rolodex, and I've built that by giving as much value as possible and not expecting anything in return, right? So, I mean, I've spent money, I've spent time, energy, and attention helping other people, expended my valuable life force energy to help other people so that they can have specific answers to specific problems that they've got. I've gone out of my way for that, right? I've paid for things, I've gone places, I've done things just to build as much value as possible. And in return, I've built this amazing network, which I can pull upon, I can be anywhere and pull upon it no matter what, right? So I'm not going to get into too many details, but there's a lot of things that I do and that I'm able to pull upon. And the only way that I was able to do that is through creating awareness, right? Being in a place, letting people know what it is I do, okay, not being too forceful, but then just listening to them and through conversation, identifying, being perspicacious enough to identify a problem that they've got and then solve it for them in a way that is just so seamless and so effortless that, they're super happy with the outcome. And then they come to me and they say, hey, Brandon, thanks, man. If you ever need anything, here it is. We can get into the specifics of that at a later time, the specifics of cashing in on those favors, because you want to do it as quick as possible as well in some cases, because it's seen as more valuable in the beginning than as time goes on. Anything that you do for someone is seen as valuable in the beginning to you, and as time progresses, it gets more valuable because you kind of think, hey, like, yeah, I remember this one time I helped you out, and you hold that in your mind, but the other person kind of forgets. So in the beginning, they're like, yeah, man, this person really helped me solve this problem. And then as time goes on, it kind of is perceived as less valuable, but we'll also touch on that in testimonials, right? That's why the more free value you provide to someone, you want to cash in on that as soon as possible. But for now, let's move on. So just to recap this lesson, please, this is a strong future income producing activity. It cannot be ignored. This is where you will spend 80% of your day in the beginning and 15% of your day on the people who are kind of interested, because you're not going to have as many in the beginning, but you're going to be, outflowing as much value as possible. So guys, let's move on. So free product. Okay, so what are we going to do over here? Let's go back to blue. Let's just see how many. Okay. All right, so our free product, this is, something that you can use ChatGPT for nowadays. Okay, so this one will be a quick little module. So what you essentially want to do is you want to either give away like a video, or a PDF, or even like an audio to people, right? So you're going to kind of like solve the problem for them in, this fashion. Okay, sorry about that. I had a plane fly over my house. I had to like pause the video there. So it wouldn't disrupt us. But going back to the free product, we're going to do this in either video, PDF, audio fashion. And we're going to put this on our website, right? So we're going to design our landing page. You can, if you don't want to buy a domain, you can start a ClickFunnels account and then go to a website called Bitly, and you can shorten the link, right? So then you'll put the back as, hey, free training, whatever, and you can add that to your one of your accounts, or all of your accounts, right? You can point people up to a page where they can opt into your email list to get this free product. So you will pick what it is you're solving. If you're teaching people how to get leads, maybe you want to do that in a video, like maybe a free five module video on how to get your first 100 leads and close them. Maybe it's sales. Maybe you want to say, hey, like, here's a 5-step proven method on how to close more clients. Maybe it's a PDF. Maybe you want to be like, do dog grooming, and you want to teach people how to do dog grooming, and you've got a PDF with a bunch of pictures and, like a step-by-step guide to follow, and like aftercare advice and so on and so forth. Maybe you've written a book on the 10 biggest problems that entrepreneurs face, and you do an audio book as well, right? So you give the book away and the audio book away, and you teach people how to avoid those mistakes with some solutions at the end, right? You want to give some, value, problem, and solution. That's what you want to do, and maybe bonus, even better, right? So here's the problem. Just go back there a little bit. Here's the problem, here's the solution, this is how you can solve it, and hey, here's a bonus, like if you don't want to avoid this other particular thing that can stem from here, right? So that's how we kind of build our free product. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick what it is we do. We're going to go to ChatGPT to kind of like summarize this as quick as possible. ChatGPT. Let's go back to grab some green, because it is green. Okay, so we're going to have some like ChatGPT over here, and we're going to say, hey, Mr. ChatGPT, I've got a thing that I want you to help me with, right? What are, the top 10 things that people in my niche struggle with? And then you're going to keep asking it questions, okay? Again, at a later stage. If this is of enough value to you, I will be creating more in-depth lessons. I can add some prompts in which you can, use to ask ChatGPT, and I can walk through it, and we can, you know, make this a bit more beautiful and more in depth. But for now, we're just going to do a quick little condensed version, right? What I want to do is I want to collapse the time for you as quick as possible. You go to ChatGPT, you say, hey, this is what I do. This is the problem I solve. This is how I help people get there, and I help them avoid this thing, right? By the way, you can use ChatGPT to help you over here with your I help statement. And, you know, this is my system. What are the top 10 things that people, you know, in my target audience, you know, would struggle with? And it will list, you know, 1, you know, to all the way to 10 over here for you, right? So it'll say, hey, number 1 is this, up to number 10 is this. Then you can say, okay, fine. I like the first 5. Please write me a, you know, bit of a breakdown on how I can turn that into a video, and it'll give you some prompts and suggestions, or turn these things into a book for me. And, you know, you're going to have to proofread and edit and use your best judgment to kind of work through that. And you're going to kind of, if it's a book and you want to add like an extra layer over there, you can add your audio as a bonus. You can maybe even add that as an upsell. But essentially what you want to do is you want to give something away for free so that you can, you know, get something in return for free, right? You want to activate the rule of reciprocity. As you give something to someone, they will see fit to do for you too, right? And oftentimes you give something to someone else and they see it as even more valuable than what it actually is, and they're willing to do even more for you, right? So this is just another one of those social levers that, you know, we can pull, that other businesses and stuff often use to pull. Guys, you encounter free products all the time. You know, what's another word for a free product? It's a sample. So when you're walking in the store and someone gives you a sample, and they say, hey, try this cheese, hey, try this yogurt, hey, try this cool new soft drink, you drink it, and in your mind it's like, hey, like, you know, nothing in life is for free. Someone gave me something for free, so I feel like doing back for them. And most of the time you're going to buy that cold drink, cheese, yogurt, whatever the hell it was, from those people, even if you don't like it, right? You'll still buy it to test it and probably get home and test it again and be like, this is shit, and throw it out, right? But hey, they're the guys that win, right? They gave you something for free. Okay, they gave you a sample, they expended money, but they got even more back, right? So they gave you a little taster or tester. You get testers, you know, you get a tester from someone for, like, let's say a perfume. You're more likely to go and buy that perfume, right? What else? You get samples, you get testers, you get free trials. Okay, so you can get a free trial that you can give to people. So guys, actually going back, right? Remember I told you we're gonna look at School as well, right? We have this cool platform called School. Okay. And what School allows you to do is School allows you, okay, to kind of give away something for free in return for a paid community, right? So the way in which you would do this is you would go and create yourself a School account. At the moment, as far as I understand, it is free for the first 14 days. Okay, so let me pop that in here. So free, okay, for the first 14 days. Thereafter, it is $99 US, okay, a month. Okay, so $99 in monthly recurring revenue for them. Okay, so essentially what I would recommend you do over here is your free product be a course, okay, where you teach people something. You give them a video lesson, okay. Without this little community tab thing called School, you would have to kind of create a opt-in page. Okay, remember I spoke about that before. So this can kind of remove that in a way if you want, and that's how you can do it in 2024 and probably beyond. But essentially what you're doing is you are creating you're creating a video, okay? At the moment you're creating a video, okay? And you are giving it to your ecosystem. Remember, it's above, top lesson. Okay, and then from that ecosystem, you're saying to people, hey, if you like what I have to say, go and follow me here, right? At your community. But it's not really a community, right? You're pointing them to like a landing page, okay? Where they can opt in for, a free training or whatever, or get this free product, okay? So they have to give you your email list, okay, to get access, to unlock it, right? It's locked. If you want to unlock it, give me your email address, you unlock it, and when they're on that landing page, that little middle section, then you're going to send them to your community, right? Where you'll probably ask them questions to make sure that they're a good fit, okay, and you'll give them access. Now with this, you've got your ecosystem, but you're pointing them straight. You're bypassing the landing page, right? Pointing them straight to community. So you're bypassing this step, okay? And when they join your free community, you're saying, hey guys, if you like what I have to sell over here, okay, at the ecosystem, portion you like, okay, this, then join me over here. I have this free school community, okay, where you can meet like-minded people, you can grow your network, you can meet people exactly like you, okay? And what you're really selling over here is you're selling the community, right? So you're selling the network, you're selling the community. There we go. Freaking, that's a bad why. That's a better why. So you say that's what you're really selling, right? You're not focusing on your product over here, you're selling your community, and you're saying, hey, for it, in return for joining this free community, I'm going to give you, okay, like I teach this on my YouTube channel, my Facebook groups, whatever. This is all the free value that I give. But at the same time, I also teach specifically, X, Y, and Z. And if you join my community, you can have access to this course. You can have access to the first module, okay, of my course, where I teach this specific thing for free. And this course over here is 5 modules. So what you're saying is, hey, I've got this course. It's 5 modules. There's 5 pillars. We're going to get you from, no leads to 1,000 leads. We're going to get you from no sales to, 10 sales. We're going to get you from a dirty house to a clean house with these 5 modules. But if you join my free community, you can have this first module for free, and it's going to give you a lot of value. Just by doing this first module, you're going to be able to clean your house. And by doing the other 3, you're going to be able to supercharge that, right? Take jet fuel and throw jet fuel on the fire. So instead of having a free product, okay, you're going to have a free community. And you're going to say, not just do you get this thing, you're going to be able to ask questions to other community members, and I'm going to engage with you. And now this is kind of like a free trial, okay? So I'm going to make this in green over here. Try to make that a nice square. Okay, boom. Try to do this. Okay, and I'm going to put it over here, a star over there, and a star over there, okay? So your free community, okay, and your free network, and your free community, that is your trial, your free trial. And people are going to go there and they're going to spend time with your network, and you're going to stay in there, in that community, right? You're going to do what's called like a video sales letter, okay? So I recommend you do like a VSL, okay, for the front page of your school page, okay? You're going to do this video sales letter, and you're going to say, hey guys, this is what you're going to be able to benefit from in this community. This is what you're going to learn in the first module, blah, 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 blah. Click here, do this. You're going to have maybe like a leaderboard in there. Who knows? The leaderboard, save that for your paid community, but you're going to tell people about this free community. In that free community, they're going to have the option, if they like it, right, at the end of your first module, you're going to say, hey guys, if what you have found is valuable, you can join my free paid community for like, let's say, I don't know, maybe you sell it for 49 USD per month, or you sell it for 98 USD per month, and you create scarcity by saying, hey guys, the first 100 people that join the community, you get it over here, first, the first 100 get it at this price. Thereafter, it will be this there. And you can even increase it again, right? You can say, hey, like thereafter it will be this, and then, thereafter again, it will maybe be, I don't know, $128. Yeah, why not? and then thereafter it will be that again indefinitely, right? And you can always switch it up. Okay, later on you could probably be like, hey guys, it's mid-year and I thought I'd give something back. I'm giving the next 10 people who join this at $49 again. The normal price is this. If you join now, you can get it even cheaper, right? So you can always find ways to upsell your community. But what you want to do is you want to give as much value as you can in the first module of that course. Okay, so like your free product type of thing, as much value as possible. And you want to then say, hey, if you like this, go here and kind of like join this community. And in that free community, you're going to have access to, not free, paid community, right? So now you're going to have a paid community. Okay. Damn, man, I guess this one. So you're going to have a paid community. Okay. On school. Okay. So you're going to have a free school community, and you're going to have a paid school community, and people are going to get access to masterminds, leaderboard. Yeah, that's an R, but you get the picture, right? So they're going to have a leaderboard, and the top 3 people. I'm going to fly out to my headquarters and I'm going to do XYZ with you, or I'm going to give you free one-on-one trainings, and hey, join my once a week mastermind, and hey, I'm going to do Q&A calls, right? I'm going to do a Q&A call, twice a week. I'm going to have Q&A calls on, this specific topic. So bring your questions and, join, and you're going to engage as much as possible, more and more and more value. If you're selling something, like guys, if you are selling a $10,000 course, you should be providing $20,000 worth of value, right? That's a general rule of thumb. You want to overgive at this point. Same in your paid community. You want to overgive. If someone is joining a $49 a month, community, you want to give them, infinitely more value than that. And you're going to engage over here. So you have those 2 things. That's how I would suggest you set it up. And remember, this $49 is not once off. This is monthly recurring revenue. Okay. So one person, $49 a month, 10 people, $4.99. Okay. Of monthly recurring revenue. So you're going to be engaging in here pretty often, and you're going to offer different things. Your paid community can have access to 10 different courses, right? Maybe you have one on mindset, one on entrepreneurship, one on sales, one on closing, like one on every single little thing, right? And you've got like, let's say 5 to 10 modules on each little course. You're giving so much value over there, and they get access to that for the small monthly fee. Why not? So that's what we're going to be doing in this section. Okay. So I hope that makes a lot of sense. And now building your audience. Okay. So this one is very, very simple. Exactly what I said over here. Okay, what you want to do is you want to create this free product and free content over here. So by doing that, you're already outflowing as much awareness as possible, so you can start inflowing people, right? You want to inflow audience. And the best thing that I can think on how to do this is to go on different groups and platforms and say, hey, I add this value on this particular subject on a daily basis. If you like that, please come here. And we're going to say that. Let me just draw you a little bit of a thing over here. Okay. So we're going to give out our free content, and we're going to kind of like put people over here. Okay. So this is how to build a audience or build a list. Okay. So it's not just audience. It's also like an email list. Okay. So we're going to send our thing to our ecosystem, our videos to our ecosystem. We're going to point people back to a page. That page is going to be over here. We're going to have our free product. Okay. If we're doing it the traditional method without school. Okay. So I just kind of went over how to build a school community, right? So that's how to build your audience and your list on school. Okay. But following the structure of this particular little course that we are busy doing over here on YouTube, what you want to do is, if you're going to go the traditional method and you're going to create your own free product, and it's going to be in, either a PDF, video or a audio file or whatever it is. Okay. You're going to create that, and you're going to send people here to this landing page, right? So you're going to go create a ClickFunnels page, unless you want to buy a domain, create like a little one-page website with an opt-in and email list with MailChimp or whatever. You're going to send, like if you're going to do it the ClickFunnels way, you're going to make a bit.ly link, you're going to shorten the back end of the bit.ly link, you can customize that to whatever it is, you're going to post that on your thing, and you're going to say, hey, if you want to learn how to do what I've said, go here. Okay, remember back over there with optimizing your accounts, you're going to hit on a pain point and you're going to say, if you want me to do this for you, you can do this, or if you want to learn how to do this, you can do that. That's called an upsell. Okay, so the traditional method after building your free product, you're going to say to people, you know, who are on your list, you're going to say, hey, if you want to learn how to do this yourself, you can do this course, and that's an upsell. Or hey, you can hire me for this, and that's an upsell. So that's really why you want to build a list and an audience, right? So it's going to have like a little button over here and over here, or little blocks. You're going to capture the person's name, email address, and then they're going to push a little button over here. Okay, and that is going to allow you to, let's draw some dots over here, and you're going to create an email list. Okay, boom, 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 boom. And over here, it's going to point people. Maybe we can do that in a different color. Okay. So after people have arrived at this thing over here, you're going to have a picture. Okay, so this is like an image of whatever it is you are doing. Okay. Let's draw this a little bit of a bigger block over there. Okay, so you're going to have like an image of what it is you're giving away for free, and you're going to say, hey, if you would like to unlock this, okay, do this thing, right? So you would like to unlock that by putting in your email address. It sends you to the next page. Okay, and on the next page you're going to have another page, okay, where you've got your free product, like your image over here, or like let's say a video. Okay, and you're going to have your video, and the people are going to, like, maybe it's, on that page specifically, you've got step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 1, 2, 3, whatever, video on how to do what it is. Or you're just going to have the download for your book, and people are going to be able to press a button that says, hey, thank you for entering in your email address, here's your free product. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't followed me on all these other social media platforms, that's what I want you to do, right? So then you're going to have like another like little thing over here, and it's going to have like a button, a button, a button, a button, right? YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, X, Rumble, whatever, right? School. Go follow go join my community on School as well. You can actually add all of this stuff in, right? It's just an extra layer. It's more work. And let's say people completely skip over this. That's why you're going to collect the email address, right? So you're going to send them an email, and you're going to say, hey, if you missed, okay, this thing up here, if you missed this, okay, please click this button, and then you're going to redirect people there, and you're going to say, hey, by the way, if you like what I have to offer, I add this type of value that you're looking for on this specific subject on a daily basis. Okay, and you can go follow me, give me a like, comment, share, whatever, follow me here on these different platforms, and you're going to kind of like siphon them back and grow your community on all the other platforms as well, right? So that's kind of how you would do that, and that's kind of how you would structure it, right? So remember, guys, free content. Okay, we're going to say FC over here. You're going to do your free content to your ecosystem. Your ecosystem, you're going to point people towards this landing page over here. So landing page, okay? And this is an email list. So EL over there, email list. And this is your, I don't know, say your sales video letter or your free product, okay? Over here. That's where they're going to be able to download it, and you're going to point them back. So that's how we build a list. It's easy to monetize your list. If your list is sitting at 40,000 people, you send an email constantly providing as much value. Please do not spam. This is annoying. Okay, this is annoying. Please do not spam the person. Send one email a week. I think School allows you to do that, right? School allows you to send one free email a week to your audience, whatever you want to say. Hey, here are some updates. Hey, I'm launching a new thing. If you're interested, here's some free training on what I'm launching. And if you're interested in that, you can, purchase the whole thing. And you can kind of upsell people in your list. But that's essentially what you want to do, right? And There's a few things that you can upsell. You can upsell a course, you can upsell consulting, you can upsell coaching, that type of thing. So let's move on to the final stage, which is getting testimonials. Okay, this is social proof. Testimonials are social proof. Okay, social proof is extremely, extremely important. Why? Because people are monkeys, and like monkeys, monkey see, monkey do. They follow what other people do. This is I don't want to say it's a genetic flaw, but it's like heuristics, right? It's, people have evolved over time to do what other people do as a survival mechanism. So back in the day when we were all cavemen and cavewomen, what we would do is, we would be foraging or we'd be hunting, and we would see someone, who was hungry, walk up to a tree, pick a fruit and eat that fruit. And then we would watch, right? In anticipation, what's going to happen? Is that person going to die, or is that person going to survive? And if they survived, hey, great, that means more food for me, right? So survival mechanism, that person ate that fruit and didn't have a bad reaction. So statistically speaking, because we didn't have like allergicness back then, most people, were more resilient back then. So, they did that. So if I do this, I should be safe, and you would go and you would eat the fruit, and most of the time you would be safe. So that's why, we follow what other people do. So I've written a few things over here as well, because I want to cover all the points to make sure that I don't forget anything, right? So guys, testimonials. What is a testimonial? Testimonial is social proof, okay, that someone else gives us to prove that we delivered the service that we said we were going to deliver, right? So we're going to outflow so much value, and we're going to keep outflowing value until we can start inflowing testimonials. And the people are going to kind of like blow our trumpet and make other people more comfortable with purchasing our service. So over here, guys, if you're not getting testimonials, if you're doing all these steps, okay, let's say you've set up all your accounts, you've optimized your accounts like we've spoken about, you've created so much awareness, you've given away so much free value, that's created so much awareness, you're starting to inflow, or maybe you're not even inflowing awareness at this point. You've created your free product, you've built your audience, you've done everything, but you're not getting testimonials. There's a few reasons why. First one is you're not adding enough value. Okay, so people might be seeing your stuff, you might be getting views on your Instagram profile. Okay, you could have 10,000 views, but no one said anything, right? Well, then you are not adding enough value. So please don't hold back, don't censor yourself. People can tell. If you are not authentic, people can tell when you're not being authentic, right? If you don't know what you're talking about, people know. So the second thing is you're a bad teacher. Maybe you don't know how to, maybe you've got the skills, but you don't know how to present that, right? You don't know how to communicate your ideas correctly or effectively. So you can either hone your skills more or learn how to teach better. You learn how to teach by doing, right? Teaching is one of those tricky things, right? You can read a book about teaching, but it's not the same. I've got kids. I often tell people don't read children's books. There's only one children's book that I would recommend, and it's the 4 Agreements. That is a super good book because it teaches you, how to break certain things in your life and not transfer that onto your kids. Great book. Go read it. It's by like Miguel something. It goes on Toltec wisdom. Very good book. And that's the only one I'd recommend, because I tell people, hey, and it's working on yourself, not on your kids. It's not telling you what to expect, right? It's just fixing you so that you don't fuck up the next generation like your parents fucked you up. So the thing is, okay, what you're going to do is, if you read a book on kids, you're going to expect a book baby, and then you're going to get a surprise because you're going to have a real baby. So that's why I'm against reading parenting books, because everyone is different and things are different. And, why rely on someone else's opinion to teach you about, how your kid should behave? If you are incapable of forming autonomous thoughts because everything that you are thinking about is filtered through other people's opinions, that's a problem, right? So please, guys, learn how to think in complete sentences. Don't filter every single one of your opinions through the opinions of other people. Learn how to think for yourself. So you learn to teach by teaching. Simple, right? If your teaching book might say, hey, you've got this type of student, this is how you handle it. No, everyone is different. And that's just someone's one opinion. So you can use it because it could give you potential insights and some tips and tricks, But the way that you're going to get better is just by teaching, just by jumping on, recording a video and doing this stuff, right? So, I mean, this is video number, I can't even remember what I filmed, but I mean, I haven't filmed like, 30 videos yet. So I'm still getting there and I'm still teaching, but hey, I'm trying, why not? So I've run companies, and I know how to handle meetings, but this is a completely new thing for me. So hey, the more you do, the more you learn. And the third thing is you don't know many valuable things, or you don't know enough valuable things, right? So you've got no skills. The best thing to do is go and learn more, right? Look at some videos, read some books, go attend some seminars, hop on a coaching call with someone, let them teach you. That's really the only way that you can solve those things. So those are 3 reasons why you are not getting testimonials. You need to keep giving as much value as you can, okay, to start getting as many thank yous as you possibly can. So social proof gives you tons of authority. That's why it's important. Social proof, again, going back to monkey see, monkey do, right? So people see, hey, these people are getting this help from you. So then they just assume that you're helpful. Like if you are good looking, people think that you are, stronger and more intelligent and so on and so forth. The list goes on and on and on and on, right? If you wear good clothes, people just assume you have a lot of money. If you're in a nice car, people kind of view you as high on the food chain, right? That's just how it is. So social proof gives you authority. The more people see you helping other people and other people raving about your service, then the more likely they are to assume that you're helpful and use your service. And you need to build to the point in which your currency, okay, so in the beginning, your currency is not going to come in the form of money, it's going to come in the form of reviews. And when this happens, we keep building and building and building until our currency comes in the form of money and not in reviews. Okay, so reviews make it more easy, okay, at the end of the day, make it more easy to get the money. And this is the format that you can use when collecting a review. You can say, hey, Carl, I helped you. If you don't mind, okay, can you please give me a review? And if you would like, this is the format I usually use. Please make it your own. And the format is something like this. Hey, this is, I don't know, Carl. Brandon is really good with, helping me grow and scale businesses, and I really recommend him on this particular subject. And they can take out the phone, film a nice little video, and send it to you, and you can go and you can start building a wall of testimonials. So going back up over here with your audience, at the bottom, you're going to have like another little section attached over here. Okay, so as people scroll down your page, you're going to have testimonials. Okay, you're going to have testimonials there, and you can also have testimonials here. Okay, so on your landing page. But on your landing page, try and keep it as lean as possible. I have seen people do that before to get even more people to opt in. But most of the time, if you're good at communicating your idea, people are going to want what you have to offer, and then they're going to put in the email address. They're going to come to this page over here, and then as they scroll down, they're going to see the video series that you've created, or they're going to see the free downloaded resource, and then they're going to scroll down and they're going to see a bunch of social proof. Okay, over there. So that's kind of where you want to add that in. Okay, so you want people to either send this to you in the form of a video, or when you go and you add as much free value as possible over here, creating awareness, you're going to screenshot the replies that other people have, and you're going to build this nice, big, beautiful, page of reviews. So that one's kind of testimonials. Let me think if there's anything that I've left out that I want to say. Something did come to mind, but it's come in and gone out again, slipped my mind. Let me just retrace my steps over here. So, okay, I remembered what I want to say. So, guys, another way to get these testimonials is when you go and reach out to people and you start creating awareness. You can say to someone, hey, Sarah, hey, Fred, whoever it is you're talking to, hey, Mr. Person, Mr. Client, Mr. Prospect with the problem, I'm willing to help you with this problem. So you offer some advice, they like your advice, and you say, hey, if you want some more advice, or even just straight out the bat, hey, I can help you with this problem. I've helped other people with similar problems to what you have. Are you willing to jump on a free one-on-one, free one-to-one. And here's my calendar link, book it in. Okay, kind of assume the close with this one. You kind of say, hey, you've got this problem. If you would like my help, here's my calendar link. Please book a thing. I would really love to reach out to you. I really love to help you on this particular thing. It's going to only take 30 minutes of your time. Okay, because time is a valuable resource for you and for them. You're giving away something for free. So don't expend too much time, energy, but give them 30 minutes of your time. Okay, and you will walk them through a quick little process in which they can do, right? In exchange, all I want from you is a testimonial. That's all I want in exchange. This is how you can get video testimonials, right? Which are extremely, extremely powerful. So in exchange for this, I would love a video testimonial. You know, this is the kind of like framework, okay, that I have for this. And please, like, here it is. Feel free to make it your own, but please speak authentically. Even if you don't give them a framework, guys, reviews are really, really special because people's authenticity shines, right? People will really tell you how they think and how they like what they think about something in a review. So guys, that has been this video. I think we can kind of wrap it up and put a nice little bow on top of it. If there's anything that you would like to, let me know, please let me know down below. I hope that you've had a lot of value from this video. We've worked through a lot today. So in summary, we've gone through getting testimonials, building your audience, creating a free product, creating awareness, optimizing your accounts, and setting up your ecosystem. And this is kind of how I would recommend you go about building your authority. This is probably the best way I know how to do it. You don't need to take my advice. I'm just some random guy on the internet, but please do consider what I have to say. If you like this video, please let me know down below. Let me know your thoughts, and I will catch you in another one. Until then, have a good day. Bye-bye.